Hello everyone, it's Techno. Today I'm going to show you the best way of evolving Feebas in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. What I'll show you today works in all three versions, so you can just follow along with this method at any point of the game as soon as you've reached Lily Cove City. Disclaimer, there is an issue with cartridges that might hinder your ability to evolve Feebas. When powering on your game, you might be greeted with the message saying your internal battery has run dry. If you are getting this message, evolving Feebas might be extremely difficult or even impossible under the worst circumstances. There is a note at the end of the video for players who have this issue. If you don't have this issue, continue onwards. First, you're going to need a Feebas. Obviously. If you don't have one, they're pretty complex to come across, but with the use of my guide, many people report finding them in less than 30 minutes. Linked in the description is the guide that I'm talking about for catching Feebas. First, fly on over to Rustboro City. Head into Route 104 and visit the Pretty Petal shop. Speak to the girl inside and get the Whalmer Pail. Once you have that, your goal is to get as many corn berries as possible, at least 8 of them. The thing is, these berries are really rare. There are 2 guaranteed methods of getting it. The first way you can get this berry is in Sootopolis City. If you haven't gotten that far in the game yet, you don't need to worry about it, although it will speed up your process a bit if you can get here. From the Pokemon Center, head down and surf across the pond. In this corner of the city, you'll find this young girl named Kiri. Do not talk to her. First, save your game. It's very important. Kiri will give you 2 random berries once per day. The first berry has a 10% chance of being a corn berry, but the second berry will never be a corn berry. So, luckily, we can soft reset this until she gives you what you want by turning the game off and on and keep talking to her. Once you have the corn berry, you're good to go. The second and final way you can get the corn berry is by flying to Mauville City and then head east into Route 118. Go ahead and surf across the small river or water and continue onwards through the grass patches until you encounter the Berry Master's house. Once here, again, save before talking to the Berry Master. Once you've saved, you can talk to him and you will get 2 random berries from him once per day. Each berry has a 10% chance of being a corn berry. It is possible to get 2 of the same berry, so technically yes, there's a small 1% chance that you can get 2 corn berries from him back to back, but that's really up to you if you want a soft reset for that. Now you should have either 1 or 2 corn berries, depending on how far you are into the game. Go ahead and exit the Berry Master's house and plant them in the soil here. Immediately water every berry you planted. Corn berries have a pretty fast growth rate, being fully grown with more corn berries available for you to pick after just 24 in-game hours. The plant has 5 stages of growth, and if you water them at least 1 time every stage, this tree will give you 4 berries in total. That's a profit of 3 corn berries. Each stage lasts 6 hours, so basically you just have to come back once every 6 hours to water it, and soon your tree will be complete. Don't worry, if you missed a few watering sessions, you could still get a minimum of 2 corn berries. Once the 24 hours are up, you can actually revisit Kiri and the Berry Master to get another corn berry from both, and then plant the ones that you grew and the ones that you just got to harvest more. Remember, you need at least 8 corn berries, but I recommend 10 to be safe. Okay, now that we have our 10 corn berries, you can fly over to Lily Cove City. Head down to the Lily Cove Contest Hall and speak to the lady at the front desk to get the Pokéblock case. Come over here to this device called the Berry Blender. I recommend working at this one with the 3 other people. Save your game before interacting and start berry blending. If you could put a berry in this machine, this red ticker will spin around and you have to press A every time the spinning one lines up with your ticker. It's not rocket science, really. And if you mess up a few times, it really isn't a huge deal. In fact, if you don't press anything, you'll still get the desired effects. If you throw in a cornberry, you should get an Indigo Pokéblock level 24 or 25. You want 8 of these, so go ahead and play with the Berry Blender 7 more times to stock up. From here on out, it's pretty simple. Just give your Feebas your 8 level 24 blocks by opening up the Pokéblock case in your bag. Pokemon react differently to different types of blocks depending on their nature, but the 8 blocks that I've recommended will be enough no matter what nature your Feebas is. You should see your Pokemon's condition look a little something like this, with a green bar reaching all the way out towards beauty. It might not be as far as mine because I have a good nature, but regardless, it will be enough. Once you've given all the blocks to your Feebas, you can level it up one time. I like to level up Feebas by visiting Petalburg City and surfing in the pond in the southwest. There's a small section over here with a free hidden rare candy. After you level up your Feebas, you should see the beautiful rags to riches transition, and you can enjoy your new Milotic. For those of you with a dry battery error, I did mention that there was a note for you at the end of the video. You need to know this. All clock-based events are disabled on your cartridge, so that means things that occur daily, like speaking with Kiri or the Berry Master, or even the trees growing, cannot happen a second time. So if you've already spoken to these people and gotten berries from them, and then you ended up wasting your Cornberry, you're out of luck. So you'll be locked out of getting Milotic entirely, unless you, of course, trade over a berry from those games. Anyways, guys, that's how you evolve your Feebas in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, Techno's out.